Well, that was way harder than it needed to be. Arsenal have just beaten Leicester 4 goals to 2. But let me tell you, that scoreline does not reflect the game. I mean, if you can, it's going to be difficult to find another game where the scoreline doesn't reflect it, because honestly, that game was so stressful. The first half, right? Also, when we played against the first half, we should have been outside. We should have been 3-4 nil up with how many chances we created. I think the stats show that we missed 7 big chances, and halfway through, it comes 70th minute, we're now fighting for our lives for what should have been a routine win, a game with no goals, no goals conceded, a clean sheet, no drama, nothing. Turned out to be a game where we were literally fighting for our lives come the 91st minute. But it's done. What's important is that we capitalized. I said in my preview there was a chance that Manchester City could drop points against Newcastle, and they did. And when the game started, we played so good. I think we were really good in that first half. Honestly, Leicester didn't have an answer, and we were 2-0 up, cruise control. And honestly, that second half, I was thinking to myself, is there even a chance? I mean, is there even a point of me watching that second half? It's surely going to be pure domination. Come second half, Kai Havertz, poor defending. I don't know what he's doing. He's so, like, the line is here and he's for some reason here. I don't know why he was there. That goes in, and I thought, Arsenal can still do something. It's 2-1. We're attacking. I'm sure we're going to score another goal. And then, only 10 minutes later, Leicester are back in the game. A fantastic volley by Justin. And some of these goals, like that Justin goal, honestly, you can't do anything about it. Maybe, yes, Thomas Partey should have closed the player who crossed it in. But the finish itself, what a finish. I mean, hit the post. There was no way David Ware was going to save it. And then, now I find ourselves fighting for our lives. And it was very reminiscent to what happened last season, where we dropped points against teams where we really should be beaten. Last season, you looked at West Ham, Fulham. Okay, these two games are always stuck in my head. And I really thought it was going to be another deja vu moment, where a game where we should have been outside, we're now fighting for our lives and we're going to drop points. Because for me, if we drop points today, there's no excuse. Honestly, you cannot defend what just happened today. We should have been outside. So many chances, so many tippy-tappy moments. But unfortunately, there was no one to put in the back of the net. And today, we had so many corners, right? And it was the final one that went in. I think we had 12 corners. That Leicester City goalkeeper, by the way, I think for me, he's the man of the match. He was so good today. Of course, he did have some, there were some moments where, he gave the ball away, where Trossard really should have been scoring. I think he got away with that. But look, like I said, the scoreline does not reflect the game, because the fourth goal, honestly, was just a bit of like a consolation goal. Comes in because the goalkeeper bounced off and goes off Kai Havertz. But I'm going to mention 2 players today. Let's talk about Martinelli today. Martinelli has been in really poor form, okay? And I said it, against Manchester City, he looked like his usual self. Not back to his usual self, but you could see glimpses. And it was very important today that he builds on those performances with a goal and assist. And today, a goal and assist. A brilliant finish for the first one, first time finish. And then a very nice assist for the second goal. I think, and like I said, it was very important for him to get that goal, especially when you look at, I think he could have had a hat-trick in that first half. There was one really good chance he missed in the first. I think when Saka played him through, he really should have scored that. And then just after the goal, he had another chance again, where again, I think he could have scored that. So honestly, Martinelli could have had a hat-trick. And let's just hope he builds on that, because for me, he really needed it. You could see in his celebration that he was relieved, like especially after missing that first chance. Trossard, we also have to talk about him. What a signing this guy has been. I've said it so many times. For 15 or 20 million pounds, whatever we signed him for, considering what our alternative was Mudryk. Well, I mean, we really dodged a bullet. I mean, we didn't just dodge a bullet, we dodged a nuclear atomic bomb. That's what we dodged by signing Trossard instead of Mudryk. And honestly, Trossard, he owed us today, because when you look at it, he got sent off against Manchester City. He made the game way harder than it needed to be. Yes, I know there's refs and everything, but at the end, he still got sent off, and he made up for it by 2 clutch goals, especially that final one, scoring the winner. He really made up for it. And, Trossard, when you look at signings, this guy has been a 10 out of 10 signings. Yes, some games he doesn't perform too well, but in terms of clutch moments, last season, he was the most clutch player. And this season he's still finding a way to pop up in these moments, score crucial goals, and today he scored the winner, popped up and scored a winner when we needed someone to step up. And what's funny was he was actually about to be substituted for Gabriel Jesus. So if imagine he got substituted before Jesus came, before the corner, who knows, this could have been a completely different video. In terms of other notable players, we have to talk about the bench players came on today. Ethan Nowari, I think that's how you pronounce his name. This guy came on for only for 5 minutes, and he looked on it. He was the only player when he came on. He wanted the ball, he demanded the ball, and straight within first 20 seconds of him coming on, he gets the ball, takes a shot. Yes, he didn't score, but it was really good. And I think, I think almost his time is coming to play. For me, I would start him in the next game. I think what he offers to the Arsenal midfield right now is a drive, a creativity. Yes, Declan Rice drives on the ball, but so with Declan Rice, we all know what position he is. He is a number 6. He's not a number 8. And I think Ethan Nowari, I think he has something different about his game where he can find a pass, because today it was all about what we missed. We missed Odegaard so badly. We needed someone to be able to find that little pass. All those passes we were used to seeing Odegaard do. I think we just took it for granted. And when you see, him without Odegaard, you see that Arsenal really lack creativity, especially in that middle park. We can't find, we don't have any player that can find that ball. But yeah, so for me, I'd play him. I think he looked really good. But what was more important is we got the 3 points, because when it was 2-2, I didn't care how we scored that goal. All I wanted was another goal, because I could not imagine us drop, no, imagine this. I would have been absolutely set off if we dropped points when Manchester City drop points, okay? How often are you going to see Manchester City drop points? And when they do, you have to capitalize, especially when Liverpool are playing Wolves soon, which I assume they're going to win. And we need to take the advantage whilst we have it. We need to, when Man City drop the points, we need to take advantage, because we know Manchester City, come the end of the season, once they press that little switch, it's go time for them, and they're going to win 15 games in a row. And if we didn't take advantage of at the start of the season, where they're usually quite slow, you will get punished. And that's what's happened last season. We got punished because we didn't take advantage at the start of the season when they dropped points, and it cost us, because at the end of the season last season, we were almost perfect, and it still wasn't enough. But yeah, all that was important at the end was a win. I didn't care how we won. Yes, I wanted a drama-free game, no stress, nothing, but my God, we ended up fighting for our lives. But yeah, now I guess we can enjoy the weekend, and tomorrow we can enjoy Man United vs Tottenham stress-free, and we can laugh at whoever loses, because today, if we drop points, we would be the one getting off. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts were. Let me know who your man of the match was. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.